than we've had in the last few years. Normally, with 100 students, the ceremony, I get it done in 2 hours on the dot. We have 135 people here today graduating, so it's just by the sheer numbers, probably about 2.5 hours. And just so you know, I'm going to ask everybody to hold applause. I know that's hard to do until the very end, and that will also make things go a little bit faster. So I'm welcoming Grad1 High School graduate Stephen Lazal to Single Canada. When Stevie is done, we can all be seated. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you, Cindy. It just makes everybody feel really good. All right, we're going to get started. So good afternoon and welcome to the 2026 Grad1 High School graduation ceremony. My name is Cindy. I am one of the teachers at Grad1 High School, and I am honored to join you as Master of Ceremonies today to celebrate the accomplishments of your children, our students. They say that it takes a village to raise a child, and by the turnouts today, it is evident that our students have so much support from their families, extended families, friends, and community members. We thank all of you for joining us today as we celebrate beside the shores of the Wabamun River in the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe people. When our children were just babies, we watched as they learned to get around and reach for things that they wanted, and we held their hands when they ventured around, and then we let go. And they eventually, confidently, moved forward without our help. And some skipped crawling and walked early, and others we swear never walked anywhere. They always ran, danced, or skipped, or scooted, And even if they stumbled or fell 100 times, they never gave up. They eventually figured it out, and they did what it took, and they moved forward. And so just like how each of our graduates learn to walk as children in different ways, how each of them got here today will also look different for each one of them. They all figured it out, what path they needed to follow to get here. For some, it was a pretty straight line. And for others, it was a bit of a zigzag, with some circular directions thrown in maybe. And many of them completed their credits in the classroom, in the company of their classmates and teachers. Others found their rhythm in our location with the support of our great teaching staff there. And while some became e-learning gurus, mastering the art of the online assignment. And let's not forget those who racked up credits through our co-op placements, learning the ropes out in the real world. From our amazing secretarial staff, who keep everything running smoothly, to the EAs who are always there to lend a hand, the guidance counselors who lend a shoulder, providing mental health supports and sage advice for moving forward, and of course our dedicated administrators who steered this whole ship. Everyone played a part. We've all been there to support and bear witness to this graduating class's journey, which brings us to this moment today. So I would like to take a moment to introduce our guests on the stage. Principal Natasha Musso, Vice Principal Tristan Hilco, Vice Principal Shannon Elliott, and they are joined by Acting CEO Chantal Moore and KPDSB Board Representative Roger Griffiths. And at this time, I would like to welcome Dryden High School's principal, Mrs. Natasha Musso, for her opening remarks.
I'm a little bit shorter than Mrs. Welcome. Bienvenue, bonjour. So wonderful to see you all here today. Let's make sure our phones are turned off, put away. We're not looking down. Perfect. Congratulations, Dryden High School graduates. I want to share how proud we all are that you have reached this graduation milestone. Today marks a momentous occasion in your lives. As you prepare to embark on the next chapter of your journey, this is a moment you will always remember. As you walk across the stage today, I want you to take a couple of minutes and reflect on all the hard work, dedication, and perseverance that got you here. I love Michelle Obama. I'm not sure if you know who she is. She's a former First Lady. And in the words of Michelle Obama, you don't have to be someone different to be important. You are important in your own right. Think about that for a moment. In a world that is constantly telling us we need to be more, do more, have more, remember that your inherent worth, your unique talents, and the goodness within you are already enough. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully, more authentically you. So as you step forward, I want to take this opportunity to share a few life lessons that I hope you'll carry with you. First, are you listening? Lead with kindness and empathy. In a world that can often feel loud and divided, choose to be a builder of bridges, not walls. Remember the lessons learned here in our tight-knit community. The way that we rally around each other, the way that we celebrate each other's successes, and lift each other up in times of need. That same spirit, that fundamental human decency is your superpower. AI cannot take that away from you. Use it to listen, to understand, and to connect with others, no matter how different their paths may seem from your own. Second, embrace your stumbles, your detours, and yes, even your failures. Life isn't a straight line, and it certainly isn't a highlight reel. There will be moments of uncertainty, times when you doubt yourself, and experiences that don't go according to plan. and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's absolutely necessary. It's in those moments of struggle that you discover your true strength, your adaptability, and your unwavering resolve. Don't be afraid to try, to fail, to learn, and to try again. But what I would say is don't ever give up. And finally, find your voice and use it for good. I know many of you have a voice already. Don't lose that. You have unique perspectives, powerful stories, and incredible potential to shape the world. Don't let anyone diminish your dreams or tell you your ideas aren't big enough. Whether it's advocating for a cause you believe in, or simply being a voice for someone who can't speak for themselves, your voice matters. It always has, and it always will. Class of 2026, you are ready, you are prepared, and you are so deeply cared for. What I've said on a number of occasions, if you haven't heard me, we love you more than most. Take the values you've cultivated here, the hard work, the humility, and the genuine care for one another, and let them guide you. Go forth with courage, curiosity, and an unwavering belief in your own ability to make a meaningful difference. Graduates, you may venture far from home, but you will always be part of our story. You will always be an eagle. Please stay in touch, visit, and share your journey with us so that we can continue to celebrate you.
Thank you, Mrs. Musso. So a little bit of information. We're going to start the diploma presentation shortly. There's a lot of information that I'll be sharing with you as each student crosses the stage. They've each prepared just a short bio, sharing a little bit of information about themselves, and I will announce any of their accomplishments, awards, and school certificates that they are receiving. School certificates are awarded when a student has completed usually 5 credits in a specific subject area. And an honors certificate means that they achieved 80% or higher in those courses. Honor roll standing means a student achieved an average of 80% or higher. And an Ontario Scholar standing indicates a student achieved an average of 80% or higher in their 6 highest grade 12 coded courses. Once students have received their diplomas, they will exit the main stage. Our 4 Directions graduates will proceed to the 4D location for some photos. And for some students, we've got members of the community who are here to present some of the awards and take a photo with the students. So if anybody snags you on the far side, it's because of one of the awards that you want. You may not even have heard it. They want to take a picture with you. So just bear in mind nobody's trying to kidnap you. All right, so we're ready to start the presentation of the diplomas. And again, I'm going to remind you, as much as we like clapping as soon as we've seen one of our children up here, we're going to ask everyone to hold your applause so we can get through a little bit quicker. So our first graduate today is Dimitri's very proud to be graduating today, and his plans for this fall are to move to Thunder Bay, and he'd like to send a great big thank you to everyone who helped him maneuver through high school. Woo. Mason Adams. Mason is happy to be graduating today, and his plans for next fall are to return to DHS to continue his studies. Some of his favorite memories are hanging out with his friends, and he'd like to make a shout out to Ms. Kurtz and his friend and cousin Carter Perot. own business and be financially set. He'd like to make a shout out to Mrs. Karen, wishes her a happy retirement, Mr. Curry and Mrs. Meadows, and he would like to thank his mom for always being there and making time for him. His OEM certificate, his technical certificate, and his First Nations Métis and Inuit education certificate. Kasha Vesey. This fall, Kasha will be attending Lakehead University, and she's enrolled in the Honors Commerce program. Her long-term plans are to pursue a career in international trade and global operations. Her favorite memories will always be the simple everyday moments spent with her friends and amazing teachers, and she'd like to make a shout out to her wonderful parents for always believing in her. Kasha has achieved honorable status, Ontario Scholar status. She is receiving the grad1of4 Rotary Charity Foundation Service Above Self Scholarship, the KPDSB Award for Most Deserving Student, and she has achieved her Math Honors Certificate. Haley Bang. This fall, Haley will be attending Lakehead University and pursuing her Bachelor of Commerce. Some of her favorite memories from her high school years were the Color Walk and homecoming and traveling to Halifax. She'd like to make a shout out to her mom and dad and her sister, her best friend Izzy, Baby Lang, and Ms. LaRock, and Mr. McKenzie. She is receiving a Lakehead Entrance Scholarship. Now, Haley has achieved Ontario Scholar status, honor roll. She's completed her OEM certificate. She's receiving the City of Dryden and Willard Community Scholarship, the Gordon Wood Bursary, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Bursary, the Sunset Thespians Bursary, Dryden Fiber Canada's Post-Secondary Studies Scholarship, a business certificate, and she's completed her French immersion certificate. This fall, she will be moving to Thunder Bay to work as a dental assistant. And one of her favorite experiences from high school was outdoor education. She really enjoyed camping trips and climbing the tower to see the sunset. She would like to make a shout out to Mr. Paul Darling for truly showing that he believes in all students' potential. To her cat Biggs for always being there, and even though she's not here, a shout out to Aurora for being the best friend she could ask for. She has completed her Red Seal diploma with her specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario scholar. She's achieved honor roll, and she has her technical certificate. Parker Basnet. This fall, Parker plans to attend Centennial College and study broadcasting. She's enjoyed the dramatic arts, and especially in music, playing the drums. She's happy to say so long to Dryden High School and peace. She has achieved honorable status. She's received the Dryden Lions Club Service Bursary, the Dryden Trillium Lions Club Award, and she's achieved her Technical Honors Certificate. Avery Bergen. Avery's happy to be graduating today, and she says this fall she plans to head to Cambrian College to study to become an occupational and physiotherapist assistant, and one day to have her own practice. She's proud of making honor roll every year, and she's thankful to all the teachers who had a positive impact on her over time at the DHS. She's achieved honor roll. She's received the Dryden Area Retired Teachers Bursary, the Lauren Crawford Memorial Bursary. She's achieved her Technical Honors Certificate and her Math Honors Certificate. Berkeley Louis Delore. This fall, Berkeley will be returning to DHS to continue her studies before applying to college or university. Her long-term goals are to eventually become a pharmacist. She'd like to make a huge thank you to Amy and Connor from Four Directions for pushing her to graduate, and thank you to Ms. Kurtz, as well as Mr. Stevenson for always supporting her and making her feel welcome. She's achieved her Red Seal diploma with her specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She is an Ontario scholar. She's made honor roll. She's receiving the Work and Learn Bursary, and as an amazing artist, she has completed her Art Honors Certificate. Melissa Boomhauer. This fall, Melissa plans to continue working with a long-term goal of saving up enough money to own a home and travel with her sister, and she would like to thank everyone who has supported her along the way. Cameron Borth. One of the things Cameron is really proud of is making honor roll at DHS. His plans this fall are to become a heavy equipment operator, and some of his favorite memories were the grade 11 outdoor ed trips with Mr. Moody. He'd like to make a shout out to Emma Penn McKee for her help with courses and other school-related topics, to Horse Lake Construction for the opportunity to co-op, and to his parents for their guidance and support for his work ethic. He's achieved his Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in construction. He's on the honor roll. He's completed his OEAP certificate. He is receiving the KPDSB Trades Bursary Award, a Work and Learn Bursary, and he's achieved his Technical Honors Certificate. Peyton Gordon. This fall, Peyton will be heading back to Kingston to continue to play hockey. One of her long-term goals is to play hockey at the college and university level while getting a degree in education. And one of her favorite memories at DHS was going to offset in grade 9 for hockey. Oliver Brown. Oliver looks back, is proud of learning to play the piano and filling many quiet spaces with music. Oliver fondly remembers many times shared with friends during free time, and Oliver would like to acknowledge their later older brother, Alex Rosier, and sister Taylor Danielle. Life sciences and to eventually work in medicine as a physician or a surgeon. Please come back to driving if you do. One of her biggest accomplishments is playing with the Thunder Bay Symphony Orchestra and playing a section solely. Rochelle would like to make a shout out to Mr. Graham, affectionately known as G, for helping her to find her love for music, and a shout out to the Lady Boys group chat, you all know who you are. Rochelle has achieved her Red Seal diploma with a specialist high skills major in health and wellness. She's an Ontario scholar. She's made an honor roll. She's receiving the Quebec Patricia Elementary Teachers Association Scholarship, the Can Do Spirit Award. She's completed her Art Honors Certificate, her Science Honors Certificate, and has a Math Distinction Certificate. Adeline William. Adeline is after graduating today and this fall. She plans to work full-time and eventually attend school to get a business degree. Her favorite memories are of homecoming football games that they had each fall, and she would like to give a big shout out to her mom for pushing her to be as successful as she could be even when she doubted herself. She's achieved honor roll and has completed her First Nation Métis Inuit Education Certificate. Shaylee Hero. This fall, Shaylee will be attending Western University, studying a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and her long-term goal is to attend medical school and become a psychiatrist. She's proud of making on roll every year, as well as playing on the Eagles volleyball team each year. She would like to make a shout out to Ms. Leroy and Mrs. Karen, as they prepared her very well for the next chapter in her education, and to all of her friends for every memory made in high school, and last but not least, to her family for making her the person that she is today. She is an Ontario scholar. She has made the honor roll. She's receiving the Dryden Regional Health Centre Board of Directors Scholarship, Dryden Fibre Canada's Post-Secondary Studies Scholarship, KPDSB Entering University Award, and a Math Distinction Certificate. Okay. Matthew is happy to be graduating today, and he has plans to save up money to buy his own car. He'd like to try to make money from content creation. He'd like to make a shout out to Aiden Quinto because without him, I wouldn't be here today. He has achieved his OEF certificate and his technical certificate. Ainsley Daigle. Ainsley is proud to be graduating today and plans to take a gap year this fall for work during the summer while she figures out what she wants to go to school for. She would like to make a shout out to Ms. Langlis and Mrs. Karen for always pushing her to do her best, and her older sister Kirsten for helping her get through high school. She is an Ontario Scholar. She has achieved honor roll. She has her Science Honor Certificate and her Hairstyling and Aesthetics Certificate. Jacob Davidson. Jacob is happy to be graduating today, and this fall he will be returning to DHS to continue his studies. Jacob would like to make a shout out to his mom. He has achieved his Red Seal Diploma with a Specialist High Skills major in Transportation. He is an Ontario Scholar. He has made an honor roll. He's got his OEF certificate and Technical Honors Certificate. Aiden Quinto. Aiden's long-term goals include marrying a worthy wife, raising beautiful children, and enacting world domination if he is feeling extra ambitious. His favorite high school memory would be falling in love in grade 10 and being shown that he's not the only one like him out there, although his kind is certainly rare. He would like to